E.T. E.T. I just think like 80s and
Yeah.
E.T.
So cute.
Yeah.
And it was basically a horror
Actually-
movie for me when I was little because
Everybody
I'm an E.T.
knows
person.
E.T. phone home.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's not Call Home,
yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah. All right, Rob, there's your Mount Rushmore of 80s movies.
on my celly.
We'll get to
Send me
the
a text.
we'll get to the phone calls and the texts in just a second. Cort McCown in studio with us today. A couple of shows tonight, tomorrow night at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. Kind enough to sit in during the Mount Rushmore. Sky, give us your 4.
Sky!
Okay,
I can almost predict these.
This is giving me an ulcer.
This was so hard for me, you guys.
such a downer.
This was super, super hard. Yeah, I was having Peaches and Kung Fu who are in here help me whittle it down because I couldn't even do it on my own. So the top 4 I settled on are Weird Science.
Oh, great movie.
Went out with both those chicks, both hot chicks. Yeah, on Weird
The
Science.
blonde and the brunette?
Yes.
Did
yes.
you really?
Yeah, Judy Aronson and Suzanne Snyder.
You're the man,
Sexy.
Cort.
Good for you.
Wow.
Suzanne, much better breast than Judy, I will say.
Okay. You don't need to
But
applaud
Judy
that.
had a pretty nice ass, though.
Okay, that is weird. Yeah,
Trade off.
Weird
Yeah.
I
Weird
gotta
Science.
rent the movie now.
One of my favorite all-time movies. I can't even tell you how
Never
many times.
seen it.
Oh.
I don't want to break up with you, but you're forcing me
Oh,
to.
We already did break
Robert
up.
Downey Jr., Michael, what's his name? On my
Anthony
career's
Michael.
over. Yes.
Okay, I'll Netflix it.
Okay.
Okay, second on my list of
Bill Paxton is Chet.
Chet. When he turns him into that monster. Yeah, awesome.
All right.
Okay, second on my list, Breakfast Club, of course.
Absolutely.
To
How
me-
has that not been mentioned
Dude,
yet?
that was my thought too. How has
That is
nobody?
80s.
Yes.
Yeah,
So much.
that just screams 80s.
Great movie, great soundtrack.
Everything about it. Yeah, the
Absolutely.
soundtrack.
That's
the
right.
way-
one.
the
I think
twist.
by far his best movie, John Hughes' best movie.
I agree with
I
that.
say by far his best movie.
Yeah.
It was deep.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Third on my list, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay.
I'm
Donkey
sorry.
Shane.
You
Donkey
do.
Shane.
You love that.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that Bueller is like a saying now.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's history, bro. That
Sky, I like that choice.
I got to say right now, from what we're telling with this whole amount, is 80s was the best decade ever for movies. I got to say right now.
wow.
I might have to agree with that.
When you look at what they made in the
that's far
80s,
out.
A to Z, there's
Yeah.
some damn good
I mean, there's a
flicks
lot
that
of
were
things
made.
we're leaving out here.
Oh, dude.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
No
Yeah.
doubt about it.
And finally, on my Mount Rushmore of 80s movies, Teen Wolf. I mean, it's
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Wow.
You got to give her
Your
that
list
one.
was
She's 100% right.
And,
She's 100%
and you want to
right.
know what, Court? Can't Buy
100%.
Me Love got weeded out by Teen Wolf. Yeah,
Oh,
it
did it really?
came down to those two, and I
Ah,
couldn't
not so-
decide.
oh, yeah.
I
Eh.
like Can't Buy Me Love more than Teen Wolf.
See,
Yeah, so
you know
do
what?
I.
This is the thing. I like it more. I enjoy it more. I've watched it more, but I was thinking when the aliens come down and
You want them to see Teen
I want to
Wolf?
see Teen Wolf to see how ridiculous we were in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
That's
All
my
right.
list. My
There's
friends.
guys. I
I
will give.
respect that list.
Thank
I
you.
respect that list.
Thank you.
All right, I will quickly give you mine. Sky, I am all in on Breakfast Club.
You get it.
The acting, when you mess with the bull, you get the horn son.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just loved. I love the fact that it takes place there in one day in that library. Love Breakfast Club. My second for the Mount Rushmore of 80s movies, soundtrack and the movie itself, not so much, but the soundtrack, Valley Girl.
Ooh,
Really?
Deborah Foreman went out with her. She's hot, dude.
Dude, Court, who didn't you bang?
Hey, I was big in the 80s, man. Since then, nothing. But in the 80s, I was rocking it,
That
man.
was your decade.
A young Nicolas Cage at the time, but the soundtrack still some of my favorite songs. I
Wasn't
loved
he Nicholas Coppola?
Nicholas Coppola. That's
Really?
right, and he was
Wow.
Nicholas Coppola in Fast Times at Ridgemont
Yeah,
High as
that's
well.
true.
Valley Girl is my second. My third is 16 Candles. And I know, I mean, as far as like a plot and a
Well, you
script and
just
stuff.
love Jake Ryan. I mean, you just love. Or is that
Long-
Pretty Pink?
No, you're
Do
right.
you
Okay,
cry
okay,
at those commercials where the dad comes in and phones his son and all that stuff?
Of course he
Absolutely.
does.
16 candles.
Yeah.
Grow up. Grow up. Come on,
Finally
man.
somebody said it.
You're not a man. I could see if Sky threw that out there, but come on, dude. Rob, you gonna let him get away with 16 candles?
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah, he does more feminine stuff than that.
Wow.
Hang around him for a day.
Yeah.
And my fourth is a movie that.
Terms of endearment.
Oh God, cried at that one as well. No, it's a movie that had a great ensemble cast. And the first time I saw it, it was fall out of my seat funny when I saw it in the theater, and that's the Hollywood Nights. And
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know what that
love
is.
that movie.
You guys, I beg of you, please watch it.
It was on a movie
Ro-
channel the other day.
Robert Wool.
Robert Wool,
is
Tony
so good in
Danza,
it. Yeah, Danza's
Michelle
not so good in
Pfeiffer.
it. Michelle Pfeiffer,
De
yeah.
Niro?
No,
No.
God,
Pacino.
But it's really it's
Tony
very
Danza?
very funny.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
not
very
that
young.
great of a movie, but it is funny though. But
Yeah.
I got to say, after 16 Candles, I'll take anything, man. You know,
Right? Seriously.
All right.
Marmaduke would be better than. I don't even think that was the 80s, but
Yes.
There's my Mount Rushmore: Breakfast Club, Valley Girl, 16 Candles, and Hollywood Nights. Oracle, bring it home.
Okay. Now, my list, I was looking for movies that specifically said 80s to me because this
Right.
list would be Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi for me, all like the sci-fi nerdy
Nerd.
movies that I like. Absolutely. Absolutely.
nerd.
No doubt about it. So I eliminated those right off the top. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Eliminated it. So cool.
Okay.
So what I went with is pure 80s movies, and the first one, I'm pissed that none of you guys have said it, is my favorite 80s movies of all time.
What?
Karate Kid, bro.
Oh,
What's up,
boy.
Sweet
Of
Leg, man?
course.
Come on.
Yeah, I
you know,
considered
I'm
it.
really
man.
jealous of that
I
guy.
considered it
You know,
as well.
I'm really jealous of that guy.
Of who?
He got sweep the leg.
Yeah.
He got
Oh.
sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a,
Johnny.
you know, I got Quinton is in. Let the fun begin. This guy gets sweep the leg.
Yeah.
You know,
Amazing.
you can't put that on a T-shirt. You know, you can't put that on a T-shirt. If I was that guy, I'd be out by the freeway right now, and I'd be a millionaire because I'd have sweep the leg, Johnny, on my, and I'd be selling it, and I'd be sweeping people's legs
Get him a
Awesome.
right
body
there by
bag.
the freeway.
Oh, so good.
Body bag's another great one.
Yep.
Oh, I hate that guy.
So
All right.
awesome. Number one on my list.
Okay.
Number two, it is quintessential 80s. You cannot argue it. Breakfast Club.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yep.
John Hughes, again, I
Yeah,
agree with
best
you.
movie ever
His
made.
best movie
So
ever
good.
made. This was one of my favorite movies of all time. Very quotable. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that one screams it.
Dustin does a really good ass thing.
It's not
You know,
a
that's the
silly
only
quote,
that's
but-
the only autograph I have is Ray. What's his? I can't even think of his last name. Ray.
Damone?
No, the Mr. Hand.
Oh,
Mr.
really?
Hand. I worked on
Ray-
the. I
Ray
worked on the.
Waltz?
Yeah, Ray. Yeah, I worked on the TV series with.
Ray Walston.
Yeah, Ray Walston.
There you go.
Yeah.
I worked on the TV series Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which was
Really?
Patrick Dempsey and Dean Cameron and Wallace Langham, all these guys. But he was Mr. Hand in the
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
show, and that's the only guy's autograph picture I've ever had.
Oh,
and I love
that's
that
a
guy.
good one to have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love that, dude. All right, so yeah, Fast Times is my third one, and my last one. Now I'm embarrassed because Court said it was gay.
16.
But no, Top Gun.
Oh, Top Gun. Okay.
Really, really.
Top Gun is 80s to me.
Really?
I mean, that screams 80s.
Why don't you
I don't like it.
why don't you
I
guys
mean-
get together, get into Snuggie, and watch a little Top Gun and 16 Candles together? You know,
Damn it! I should have changed it.
you know. I think that's it. Just share a
mean,
Snuggie and watch the movies together.
I meant Lethal
Pop
Weapon.
some popcorn, get some Kleenex, you know, just in case you get some tears out, you shed a tear.
Guys, come on.
Yeah. You might even want to call and get
Spoiler
yourself a couple of wraps just in case you get hungry.
That's a good idea, Court. Good idea. Yep.
Don't put any mayonnaise, just
No,
aioli
no,
sauce.
too fattening. Too fattening.
Put
Yeah.
some aioli on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you hear his list of who he's hooked up with in Hollywood, you got to sit here and take it.
You have to.
Like, son of a gun.
You guys are awesome.
All right, 570-1053. Let's hear what the P1s have to say as far as the Mount Rushmore of 80s is concerned. P1, D1, and El Cajon. What's the one movie you want to see on the mountain today?
The one movie with the most amount of stars that came out at one time before they were stars, The Outsiders.
Ooh.
Oh, that's different.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was it that 80s or was that 70s?
I think it was 80s, but it
Was
might
it
have been
80s?
early.
On the
80s.
cusp.
80,
Yeah.
81. That is probably, I got to give that guy props.
Yeah, that's a money
Pulled
one.
that out of the well. That's
Do
a
it
good
for
one.
Johnny.
Yeah, do it. Gotta do it for John.
Stay golden, pony boy.
All right.
Stay gold. Stay gold. Get a Snuggie and let's wrap it together with some aioli. Stay gold, pony. We're going to watch 16 Candles tonight.
All right, P1 Sunny and Oceanside.
Damn.
The one you want to see on the Mount Rushmore today.
Don't say Top Gun.
What about the Goonies?
Oh, Goonies.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Baby Ruth.
Yep.
That's a classic.
It is a classic.
Yeah, Khloe Kardashian was awesome in that. That was awesome. Okay, that sounds awesome.
Oh my God. Hey! So she has a different bone structure from her sister. So leave her alone.
I forgot my mic was on.
You're
I
not
apologize.
sorry. You're not.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. P1 Darren in Pacific Beach, the one you want to see on the Mount Rushmore today. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I just got to ask you one question. Is Maverick the best pilot? I mean, it's got to be Top Gun.
Is the pattern full? That's what I'm talking about.
Tuesday.
I below
I don't
the
know.
deck right now.
Who's his wingman?
Wow.
All right, Darren, we'll take that down.
I've always got your back.
Sky, I'll quickly go through the.
So, guys playing shirtless volleyball is gay to you.
That's weird.
And licking his teeth at you.
And snapping each other with towels in the locker room.
That's fun.
Really? Really? Okay. All right. I'm not working out with you guys. That's all I'm saying.
Sky, here are the texts that have come
Okay.
in. P1 Stiffy says The Breakfast Club.
All right.
Yep.
P1 Philadelphia, The Lost Boys.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
First
good
great.
time
movie.
today.
Your
Great one.
favorite.
Yeah, my favorite.
Love it.
P1 Hockey Mom says Breakfast Club.
Yep.
P1 Tony Montana says Scarface.
Great movie.
How do we forget Scarface?
Boy. P1 Greater Heights says Gun It to 88, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Nice.
P1 Acard and Murrieta says Terminator.
See, I had to
Good
look at
movie.
that one.
That's close. P1
movie.
T-Shirt Time says Weird Science.
Love those girls.
Okay.
Revenge of the Nerds from P1 Havoc.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Eh.
Really?
It's kind of one of those, just like, it was so stupid then. If you watch that movie now, you go, what a stupid movie. It's really a stupid movie.
Doesn't hold up.
Well, that's why you love it, right? Isn't that why you love it?
Right.
No.
Oh, you're too good for us, Cort.
No, every movie, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that's funny. That's a great, funny movie.
Right.
That's a great movie. It's funny. It's ridiculous, but it's funny. Revenge of the Nerds is just...
It's almost as if somebody said, hey, we've got the University of Arizona free for a couple weeks. Let's go film a movie there.
I don't think that's what it's like.
I don't think it's anything like that, Costa.
I like that idea.
Thank you.
although it did have Goose from Top Gun in it.
There it is.
Good point. Good point.
Yep.
All right. The rest of the text, a vote for the Goonies. P1 Haggard says Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, yeah.
P1 Aviator, another vote for Top Gun.
Well, he's 88.
There you go.
I mean,
P1 Delta says Say Anything.
That's a good movie.
Oh,
holding
yeah.
up the boot box.
Oh, it's so sad.
P1,
yeah.
P1 My Cat Carl texted in The Princess Bride.
That's getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
P1 Talon says Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wow.
P1 Valero guy, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Nice.
P1 Greatness, another vote for the Goonies.
Goonies
Making
is huge.
strong. All right, last couple of phone calls, and then we'll see who we're going to put on the mountain today. Let's talk with P1 Gina in San Clemente. Gina, thanks for calling the show. Who do you want to see on the Mount Rushmore today?
Okay, I love your list. They're amazing, and this is super hard, but I have to go because it still makes me laugh, and I still love it. Back to the Future, guys.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Boston Rob's
Yeah.
feeling good about that
That's
one.
a good one.
Our good buddy, P1 Fear the Beard, calling in from Carlsbad. Fear the Beard, who do you want to see today?
Hey, it's a tough list, but Back to the Future is one of the best movies from the 80s.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay,
You're
Rob.
wrong.
All right, Rob.
You
we
don't
get
have
it,
to
we
do
get
it
it.
every
Every
time.
time.
Yeah.
All right, one more phone call, and we'll go to Sky for the tally. P1
gosh.
Dan, who's calling in on the 52. Dan, go ahead.
Oh,
Dan, you there?
damn.
Dan was going to have a vote for Ghostbusters.
Was it Dan Aykroyd?
Oh, it probably was.
It probably was.
Crystal Head
That's not
Vodka,
fair.
very good. All
Good
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Good movie.
All right, Ghostbusters is good.
Only
All right.
time
great
Sigourney
movie.
Weaver was ever hot was in that movie.
Wow.
After that, she got a little manly. I know.
I don't disagree.
Which might be good for you guys. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, if she plays volleyball, then
That's right.
I bet she does. She's probably a little tethered. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wow.
All right, Sky, we've had the phone calls come in. We have had the texts come in from the P1s. Everybody here on the show and Cort McCown, who's in studio with us, have given their choices for the Mount Rushmore today. Do we have 4?
Well, I'm breaking a tie right now on the website through the web vote. Let
Okay.
me see.
Carry the 7.
Oh, my God.
Okay. We are done.
Here we go.
Oh, no, we're not done.
Oh, no.
No, we
Oh,
are
no.
done. No,
Okay.
we are done.
Are we done? Are we not
We're done.
We
We're
are
done. Okay.
Which means we are done.
All right, here we go. The
All
Mount
right.
Rushmore of 80s movies is The Breakfast Club,
Of course.
Yeah,
That should be on there. It really
Absolutely.
should.
100%.
Back to the Future,
Damn, never thought about it.
Yes.
Fast Times at Ridgemont
Yes.
High,
Okay.
Know it.
All right,
Yeah, you
that'll
could go
work.
with that. Yeah.
That's your little brother. He's a good-looking kid.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
A couple tickets to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Got you
Is that
down.
Kristen
All right, great.
Stewart?
I
That
think
is-
that's Kristen Stewart doing.
sounds like
yeah.
Kristen-
That's some rolling eyes like that.
Oh, man. And then finally, making our Mount Rushmore of 80s movies is Top Gun.
Oh, my God.